Okay, first things first, safety. Look, I don't know what condition you're in or what injuries you might be dealing with. So if anything causes you pain, just stop. Even better, if you're not sure, why not go to your doctors, sit down and watch this video together and see if he or she thinks this is a good idea. Bottom line, please take care of yourself. All right, so I'm on the ground. Why? Because lying on the ground will take the weight off of my back and my knees. Now here's the trick. When we lie down, today I'm not thinking about self-defense from the ground and I'm kicking away attackers. The real trick to this exercise for me is I'm gonna pretend that I'm standing up. So take your fighting stance that you would normally have standing up and just bring it down. So that means you can relax your shoulders and keep your neck straight or even put it on the ground if you want to. But just imagine that you're actually standing up so that we can continue to enhance that mind-body connection to our stand-up kicking techniques. Does that make sense? Let's start down at the bottom. First level, just lie down. All right, that part's pretty easy. If you can't do this, stop the tape. All right, from here, just see if you can get your knees up this far. If you can do that, great. If you can give yourself a little pull just to start stretching out your lower back, wonderful. If this is all you can do today, that's okay. Please remember, doing something is always better than doing nothing. So even if this is all you do and you walk away, hey, celebrate, you did something. Now, if you can do a little more than this, you can start bringing those knees up a little higher and start a back roll. I presume you're on a mat or on a carpet. If not, please go find one. Soften the roll, and just thinking about your lower back, just relax, let those muscles melt. And again, if you're dealing with an injury and you start to feel some kind of discomfort, slow down, come back to something a little simpler, and just stay there. It's okay. This is not a competition. All right, but presuming you can get this much going, let gravity help you out and relax. Excellent. Now, let's turn this into a side roll. So instead of just going back, let's just start tipping side to side. All right? No big deal. You don't have to go fast. Here's the trick, though. I want you to let your top leg fall. So you roll and then let it drop. Roll, then relax your top leg and let it close. So over and closed. Over and closed. Now, if you can do that, let's kick it up a notch. I'm just rolling from side to side. But why don't we try to lift our butt and then fall? So lift your butt and then fall. So up and to the side. Up and to the side. So this is, keep going. This is taking the back roll where we can get our butt up off the floor and then combining it with the side roll. So up and to the side. Up to the side. One more, up to the side, and let that close. I should have told you, I'm not really big on counting. I'm not going to say 10 on this side, 10 on that side. This is your time. If you can only go slowly and do 1 or 2 of something, that's fine. If you're a hot shot and you want to pump out 10 or 20, that's on you, okay? Now, one more notch up. If you can do the up and to the side, now I'd like to keep that going in my legs and my hips, but now let's bring up our hands and keep our heads straight. Okay, we're starting to form that fighting stance or sparring stance. Now as I'm going side to side, this should start to feel like you're chambering a round kick or a side kick. Does that make sense? So here I am sparring, and I want to throw a side kick as I bring up my knee and I pivot. I want to start getting this gentle twist. Again, I'm on the ground, so hopefully that feels gentle. Let that leg come around as if you're about to chamber a side kick or you were doing a round kick. But I'm still focusing on my partner, okay? So keep that going, hands up. So up to the side, up to the side, but I'm looking straight. Keep your head straight, okay? And a couple more, just relax. Nice and easy at your pace, it's okay. Good job. Last one. Okay, good. So, So far, so good. That's a nice little warm up. Hopefully your knees feel fine. Hopefully you found out how much flexibility you still have in your lower back. Now we can start turning this into some kicking. I'd like to go over a front kick, a round kick, and a side kick, all based on the rolling that we've been doing so far. Let's start with the front kick. Now, simplest level, just lie down again, okay? Just lie down. And from here, let's pick one leg. All I want you to do is see how high you can get that foot, and let's just focus on the knee. Maybe you're rehabbing this knee, maybe you tweaked it like I did, and I just want to build some confidence again in it, so I'm just exploring. I'm spending a little time with this joint. Now, I don't have to kick high right now. Pretend if I was standing up, I'd just be kicking someone in the knee. This is low. But if you can bring up your foot a little higher, as if you're kicking someone in the stomach, great, do that. If you can get your leg up even higher, as if you're kicking someone in the face and get your butt up off the ground, wow, are you even injured? Good for you. All right, try your other leg. So just kick low if you like. No big deal. Just, again, you can even close your eyes sometimes just to really feel your muscles and your bones. Get to know your leg a little better. And if it's hurting, see if you can heal that. If you kick a little higher, terrific. Not so bad. Now, okay. Switching back to the other leg. In fact, let's alternate. If you can move your knee and that's comfortable, now pretend like you're standing and you're going to bring up your knee like you're chambering, kick, and then put your leg down. Bring up your leg, kick, and bring it down. No hurry. Again, just focus on your breathing and what that feels like to throw a kick. Back in the days when you could stand up. Still pretend you're standing. Keep your hands up, good habit. Keep your neck relaxed right now if you want. And just practice this chamber and this kick. Good old front kick. Just a couple more, you get the idea. Let's kick this up another level. Now, I'd like you to turn bladed into your normal fighting stance feel, or however you spar. So now instead of being flat, I presume you don't practice your self-defense like a snowman and just face people. So turn your body, so now you're more on your hip than on your back, okay? And I'm gonna bend my knees so it feels very much like I'm standing up right now, shuffling around. Now let's practice the front kick from here. Hands up, looking at your imaginary partner, so bringing up that foot and kicking. And again, if today your back hurts so bad, you just wanna bring up your foot and just do little kicks from here, that's fine, just focus on the knee today. But if you can bring this up and kick and put it down, maybe you're not injured at all. You're just trying to explore a little. Okay, then keep bringing up this foot. Excellent. Couple more. Okay, and we're going to switch to the other leg. So switch to the other side. I'll spare you a strange view there. So hands up, right? And just kick and down, kick and down. And again, the closer you can make this feel to your actual stand-up front kick, the better. So if there's little stylistic quirks that you like to add in here, how much you pop your hip, or if you rotate a little bit, or where you put your hands, that's up to you. Just feel it out a little bit. You get this idea, so we will move on. A couple more here. Finish that up nicely. And last one for everyone. Good. Okay. So far, so good, right? We've warmed up our joints. I hope you're not feeling any pressure or pain. If you are, stop. We just did the front kick. Now it's gonna get a little trickier. Let's move into the round kick. Now here's the dealio. Remember that roll we were doing from side to side, and I said this should start to feel like a pivot. Well, that's the idea here. So watch this carefully. I don't wanna just roll to the side and then stick out my foot like a round kick. No matter how hard I try to make this one look like a round kick, you'll notice that I haven't really pivoted my body. This would not be a very effective round kick. This is probably how you might have jacked up your knee in the first place because you didn't pivot your lower body and you're trying to stick out that rounded foot. So take advantage of this momentum as you come over and you let that knee drop, come all the way over. Take a look. I'm going to use my arm like a pillow down here, and I'm going to roll up so that I'm on my knee and on the ball of my foot. My hip's not even on the ground. So I'm just going to use this momentum just gently, just to come over. Now I have pivoted. Now the trick will be, just for your timing, as you come over, I'm going to lead with my knee for this round kick and stick out my foot. Now there are many different ways to throw the round kick. I am choosing right now to lead with my knee as I come over and then stick out my foot. If you would prefer to let your leg lag behind and kind of swing it around more like a wheel kick, that's up to you. But just find this place where you feel comfortable turning and throwing whatever round kick you enjoy. Now, if you need to put your other hand on the ground, let me move back. If you need to come over and form more of a base here as you're looking at your foot, that's okay. Do that. If you want to try to balance, that's a little trickier. Let's stay on one foot for the moment. Let's do this together. The same way we did this with the front kick. Let's just get to this nice position and just stick out your foot there like you're throwing round kicks. We've done a lot on this side already, so let's switch that around. Turn around this way. And again, if this gets a little confusing, just come back to the roll. You're lifting up and over. Okay, I'm going to get the kick this time. As I come over, I feel that momentum, and then there's my kick right there. So if you want to stick out your foot and just pretend, again, like you're standing up, and I'm just extending that leg out there for my round kick. Always looking at my foot. I don't know about you. I like to see what I'm hitting. I want them to see me. So there's that. Okay? Now, if you have that, now let's alternate. Okay? We'll go back and forth. This is a little trickier because you're going to keep shifting your balance. That's cool. So give it a shot. Always come back to your roll. Roll and relax. Now I'm going to keep my hands up. Roll and kick. 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 Oh my gosh, I might be making up a song right now. A couple more. I'll spare you the singing. That's too cruel. But do you feel how you can use gravity here to relax your muscles instead of adding tension? If you were standing up right now, it'd be really hard to be balancing. You're trying to pull up from gravity, fight gravity to get that leg around. But it's okay. You can still use the same nerve pathways down here. You're just not flexing and tensing to just feel what it's like to turn and extend and come back. Good. Take a breath for a moment. If that makes sense, then we have one more. Let's practice a side kick or a back kick, whatever you'd like to call it. The kind where you turn and then stick out your foot to knock somebody away. This time, it's almost the same thing. It's just a slight timing difference. This time, from the side roll, up and down, up and down. I don't want to stick out my foot until I've hit the ground. So I'm going to come over. I get up. Now I stick out the foot. So that's the difference for me between the round kick and the side kick. On the round kick, I'm going to use this movement to stick out the foot so we end at the same time. For the side kick, I'm going to let this become the pivot first, the chamber, and then stick out the side kick. All right, so let's try one leg first. Pick a leg, come over, get your platform, your base. I'm looking where I'm going. I'm going to stick out my heel or blade for you if you like, and just stick out that side kick. And look at the chamber coming in. This is where you can relax that hip and relax your back. Feel that nice chamber position tucked in, and then just extend it out. Whatever makes sense to you, okay? Feel your body here. See if that works. Just a few. You can do as many of these as you want on your own time, but I got to get out of here. Here we go. Good. Try your other leg. Got a bunch of pie sitting at home. I got to get out of here. So from the roll, this is your base feeling. Then keep your head straight as your legs swing. Then let it fall and relax all the way over into a chamber and stick out the side kick. Bring it in and stick out that side kick. I like to keep looking at what I'm doing. So now you might be thinking, hey, isn't that just a mule kick? Yeah, you're right. You know, this very much looks like a mule kick. If you're on all fours and we were just kicking this up, yeah, pretty much. You can add that into your workout if you wish. That's yours. I'm just trying to relax this back and feel how gravity can help me out here and coordinate. Okay, let's wrap this up with alternating side kicks. You ready? Here we go. So, from the top, we start with the regular side roll with my head moving. And then I'm gonna keep my head straight and let my leg relax. Now I'm gonna roll over and kick. And roll over and kick. There we go. Roll over and kick. Roll over and kick. You got this. Good. Roll over and kick. Roll over and kick. Roll over and kick. How about that? Does that make sense? Do you feel the same muscles, really, that you use standing up? Hopefully, you don't feel any of the pain from a back injury or a knee injury or an ankle injury, but you still feel that good, strong connection through your spine, through your hip, through your leg, into your foot for a good kick. Now, we can talk about ground kicking for self-defense another time, but for right now, I just want you to find a way to keep training if you can. Don't let injuries stop you. It's hard enough to build momentum when you're healthy. If you let an injury knock you out, then, it's really hard to get back and catch up. You'll never get that time back. So even if it starts with just reading a book that inspires you, or watching a video that gives you some ideas for later, but hopefully there is always a way, even if you have to crawl on the ground like today, to move your muscles a little bit and remind your muscles what they should be doing, what they should feel. I promise you can still build good habits even in weird ways. So give yourself that opportunity. Don't give up. All right, until I see you again, I hope you got something out of that. Let your smile be your shield and your sword. Keep fighting for a happy life.